Hey guys, so earlier I had already done an unboxing video of the Anker Liberty Neo, a truly wireless pair of Bluetooth earphones. And I have to say, after unboxing and reviewing so many pairs of wireless Bluetooth earphones, this one does have a nice little freshness to it. It comes with a few different things that other truly wireless Bluetooth earphones in this price range don't come with. So if you're interested in the unboxing video, I'll put the link at the end of this video as a thumbnail as usual. Anker is a well-known and reputable brand in the power bank and phone accessories department, but how do they hold up in the earphone market? Well, let's find out. So starting out with the build quality and the design, so it is sweat resistant at IP67, which means it's good for working out. What I really appreciate about Anker's design is the fine attention to detail, and you can see this level of detail especially in the carrying case, which comes straight out of the box and is the method of charging the earbuds. So it is a really nice slim design with a nice shiny glimmering paint to it. You only realize that it is a little bit on the bigger side when you compare it to, say, the AirPods case, which are also 3 times the price of these earbuds, so I can definitely forgive that. But what this case has that the AirPods case doesn't have is a little flap protecting the charging port, so this just prevents any dust and debris from getting into the port, which I can definitely appreciate. The charging port is a micro USB, so unfortunately it's not USB Type-C, which I would like to see as to make it more future-proof. But in terms of charging it and battery life, it charges relatively quickly because it's only a 600 mAh battery. Battery life is pretty good. You're able to recharge the earbuds, I would say maybe up to 4 times before you have to charge the case completely again. If I had to make one complaint about the battery life, and that would be the poor standby time. So that just means that if you're not actively using your earbuds, you're just kind of letting them sit for a while, the battery still drains relatively quickly, in my opinion, when it's not being used. So I would have liked them to have a better battery cycling ability. But other than that, I really like the fact that the lid of the case is able to lock in place so it doesn't flap back and forth when you're handling it. It's really easy to put your earbuds back in place properly because of the magnets that will help align the earbuds when you try to put them in the case. So if you were to accidentally put the right earbud in the left position, then it wouldn't align properly, so then you would know that you actually have to remove it and put it in the other slot. And these magnets actually serve a dual purpose, where that after your first pair with your Bluetooth device, then it will automatically repair once the earbuds leave your carrying case. So it automatically turns on once you take the earbuds out of the carrying case and tries to pair with that last device that it was last paired with. And then when you're done with it, you put it back in the case, then it automatically disconnects from your device and it turns off, and it just starts charging from the case. So you don't have to worry about it turning on and turning it off every time you take it and put it back into the case, which is really useful. The same ease of use mentality also went into designing the earpieces themselves. It has one big button on each earpiece that you can use to pick up end calls and control your music, and also summon your assistant on your phone. So it goes without saying that it also comes with a microphone, which is useful for phone calls, and it has pretty decent clarity, nothing to write home about, but at least it's there. And of course, you're going to need to use your voice when you use to summon, say, Siri if you have an Apple device. Now, I'm sure several of you are probably wondering, how can this Onetouch button function so many different ways? Well, on either of the earpieces, if you press the button once, you can pick up or end calls. Pressing the button once on either of the earpieces also allows you to play and pause your music. Then if you were to double press the button on either the left or right earpieces, that will summon the voice assistant on your device. Holding the button down for approximately 2 seconds on the right earpiece will allow you to skip to the next track, and doing the same 2-second hold on the left earpiece will allow you to go back a track. So it takes a little bit of finesse to get the actual holding it down properly, but once you nail it, it's really easy to start controlling your music through the buttons on the earpieces. The only thing that you can't control straight from the earbuds themselves is volume, and this is very common across all the truly wireless earbuds that I've tested. Even the Apple AirPods cannot do this right now using from the earbuds themselves. Of course, you can always control the volume by summoning your voice assistant to change the volume for you, or you can just, use the good old-fashioned physical buttons on your device. One question I get asked all the time is whether I can use the earbuds one at a time, so to save battery, for instance, because one earpiece usually lasts about 3 to 4 hours depending on your listening volume, and you can, however, you can only do so with your right earpiece. So this is not exactly the most ideal, just because your right earpiece is the one that's always initiating the Bluetooth pairing to your device. So you can't really switch off to save battery in this instance, but if you needed to just keep one ear open at a time, say you're at work but you're allowed to listen through one earpiece, then yeah, you can definitely do that with the right earpiece. Of course, when you're only using the right earpiece only, then your ability to reverse a track is gone because that's only dedicated to the left earpiece. Now let's talk about things that are a lot more specific to this particular headset. So accessories wise, I think it comes with a very nice set of ear tips, even though that they are only made out of silicone and not memory foam, but that's okay. What really stands out is these extra wings that you can add on to them, and they're really easy to add on, take off as you need to, and this makes it really ideal for runners. Because of the multiple selections that you can make with the ear tips and the wings, it provides a really nice fit. It's really well balanced in terms of weight, so I find it very comfortable. It feels light and eerie, and I can't say this to every single truly wireless pair of earphones, so I have to say good job to Anker for getting that straight. But where it really boils down to for some people may be the sound, and I think this is where Anker kind of struggles. The sound is pretty mediocre with muddy mids, unimpressive bass, and thin highs. Of course, if you're using this as a dedicated fitness accessory, you probably won't be that concerned with the sound quality. But the part that really irritates me is this faint buzzing noise whenever my music starts playing. After a while, say a couple minutes, it does go away, but every time I turn it on initially, it just always has that faint buzzing in the background, which makes me not want to recommend these earbuds, even though these are really darn great, just because I know there are other truly wireless pair of earbuds for this price or less that don't have this problem. So there are definitely some points that Anker could improve upon, especially that faint buzzing noise, and I would love them to add the ability to listen through the left earbud alone. And then this would really be the truly wireless budget pair of earphones that I can recommend to everybody if they were to fix these problems. So I think they just need to work out the kinks internally, because externally it's really great.